What is going on?
Excuse me.
Hi, hello. Who is this new podcast? Who are we?
Who are you?
Sorry for that long intro. It took us 30 days to make a new episode.
Why is our music still playing?
We're back.
What?
We're back.
Hi. I can't.
Don't call it a comeback. I took a break.
Had a lot going on. How you fellas doing? Glad to be back.
Never left. I've been sitting in this chair the whole time, just waiting for you guys to show up. Land shark. Oh, Mark shaved. That's what happened.
That sounds healthy.
But my
Sounds
hairs
healthy.
keep growing on my head.
Well,
That makes sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
in our absence, I had the opportunity to ponder most ponderous things to
Here we go.
astound your knowledge. So I was curious. We all enjoy going to movies.
I hate the movies. I actually
Sometimes,
Yeah, just
if you go to a movie by
despise
yourself
movies.
or with a group of people, right?
Then what?
what just happened?
You're at a
Pee Wee
movie
Herman
theater.
got imprisoned for that.
Oh my God. Here we go. That's a question.
You're at a movie theater, all right? Which armrest is yours?
Both of them.
Absolutely.
I pay for one chair. I've never bought a chair that has one armrest.
No shit.
But
Absolutely.
you have people
both.
sitting on either side of you.
Don't fucking care. They're
What
fine.
movie theater do you go to where it's an uneven number of armrests? It's not an airplane.
Jeffrey and I are one of the same in this aspect. Like
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do
Honest,
fucking
that's a
alpha move and I go, bam! Those are mine. Plus, I'm getting there before everybody else, so I'm just
so
gonna
like, they don't
be
get
there.
a chance.
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah,
going to segue
I-
into airplanes.
Same thing. If I'm in the middle,
you're
those are
taking
my my armrests.
If just in the
When I
middle,
get on
or
the
do you get
plane-
on the aisle or the window? Do you get one? Do you not get
Fuck
one?
that! You take the
When I
middle.
walk on the plane, if the co-pilot seat isn't taken, I'm there. Okay.
I dig it. I dig it.
Sir, what seat are you? 1C?
I don't want to have to guide the
Jump
whole
seat.
thing in case something happens.
Thank you.
I'll be the backup and the one that saves them in case something did happen before. I don't want to be the cause of the problem.
Also,
I do that.
I'll
I've seen
have one
Taylor
of
already in
these,
normal
please.
life.
Give me more of these. Keep them coming.
But I'm curious, Anthony, what theater you're going to? Which the chairs that are there have one armrest.
Oh, no, not always. Think of like the Carmike and how it used to be, right?
First of all, that's
Yeah.
like the 90s. I
Yeah.
don't think they even had armrests.
Each chair.
No, they
right?
didn't actually. It
They
was
shared
just like a
an
metal
armrest.
metal
They had
spear.
single cup holders.
You didn't even
Metal
like.
spear.
You can't put your arm down on it and you stab yourself, bleed all over the place. So like that's how they kept your arms up. You either had them like this or you had them like this. You didn't never rest them down.
It sounds like how you would dance.
I mean, we're spoiled now. We got the recliners going for us, so.
Right, but I think it's been a very long time since a theater that I've ever gone to only has like a shared armrest.
A lot of times each chair only had like one cup holder.
Yeah,
Awkward.
because that's one chair. So one and one. Makes sense. Cup holder for a chair.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I know what
turning.
you're saying.
You can see it's mental. Like he's like,
You don't
His mental that he wants to
seeing
punch me
the-
through the monitor.
you don't recall seeing the chair. I just want to kind of dig into it a little bit. You don't recall seeing chairs that were only separated. So you don't count the ends, right? You're sitting in the middle. You got people sitting on either side of you. You share an armrest on the old
No,
school
I understand what
theater
you're
chairs.
saying.
I
I'm
don't-
saying that they haven't made that.
You just mark
seats
yourself
like
there. It's
that.
like,
you don't
And, like,
understand.
over
I'm
a
still
all my shit
not
over here is like, these are
sharing
mine.
an armrest. These are my armrests. If you want to put your arm on top of mine, I mean, we
We're
may
going to the bathroom together,
we
I
may
gotta take a break.
snuggle,
That's
but I mean,
that's the real reason why you do that.
it's I'm
You
these
just
are
wanna be
mine.
touched in the dark.
This is where my
These are
arms are
mine.
going. So you're either resting your arm on top of mine, or you're gonna fuck right off and just figure it out.
Well, they might do that while they're on top of you. They might fuck right off on top of you.
All right, that's fair.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Probably the most clear cut
Bring it on.
answer we've had in a while.
Explicit episode.
Hey, why not?
Fuck right off.
Why not make it after dark, right? Whatever.
Well, it's clearly the night times.
Mhm.
Oh, happy Star Wars Day, by the way.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be. Oh, wait, wrong one.
And also with you, as I always feel like saying. Zing.
Speaking of Mark's camera goes out
Yeah.
of focus. Have you guys watched the Kenobi trailer that dropped today?
As of like
Yes.
5 minutes ago, yes.
Oh, weird. That's perfect timing. I got a fucking scar on my face. What the hell?
It was
Um,
fantastic. Still pumped for
Yeah,
that.
what'd you think? What'd you think, Mark?
Man, it was good. It was good. I liked that a lot. It had more Mandalorian vibes than the Boba Fett series. So
Have you even watched Boba Fett yet?
I've seen parts of the first episode and I fell asleep. And I didn't watch any further. Like I wanna get into it because I fucking love me some boba. I love it.
Yeah,
But
some Baba.
Baba
the
the
Fett.
Fett.
Boba the Fett.
Django Jr.
But
Django Unchained.
thing that
Oh.
I've seen about it just kind of makes me want to like not really invest my time into it. What are your
That's fair.
guys' thoughts? Like, have you both watched
I
it?
enjoyed it. I don't think it was the best.
Right.
I enjoyed it just because I enjoy Star Wars. There are things that I would have liked to be like faster paced, and at least like the last 3 episodes, you're like, oh, so is this the Mandalorian part, season 1 and 2.5? Like that's what it kind of felt like for a minute. But other than that, like I enjoyed what it was. Obviously, there's things that could have been better. It wasn't the best by any means, not at all.
Right.
I think they tried too hard.
I
From
I don't
from
know.
the clips and everything that I have seen, I haven't watched a full episode, but it looks as though they tried to push it too hard when they could have just kind of let it naturally.
All it is it's them telling the story about how he came out of the Sarlacc pit
Yeah.
and took over the crime or whatever in
Filled the
The-
void from Jabba.
this. Yeah, exactly. And then like the struggles of that because he wants to be like a respectful one and not like
Yeah.
use his
There's
authority as his power. Like it's weird, but
there's
then
a
they're
lot
like,
of stuff that I see about like, okay, one of the biggest bounty hunters doesn't want crime in his like he's the crime lord of the city, but no crime or something, right? Essentially, yeah, me.
it's
yeah.
kind of like that. It's more of like, no, you're gonna respect me for who I am, and then you're gonna do it my way. Or it's basically like, hey, when these people come to recruit you to their side, I need you to stay loyal to me by being neutral. Like that's basically what he's trying to get.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it's not bad. I think they used the series because I'm not sure if they're going to make another one. I think they use the series as its way to bring in a lot of characters from the animated series to real life and stuff like that.
I'll have to give it a watch
like-
sometime. I just
Kind of like with like the
I don't know.
Kenobi, like you saw the Inquisitors in that, you saw the second sister or whatever in there. Like you see characters you never saw in live action Star Wars
Right.
Oh, for sure.
before.
The one of the scenes where she's chasing him down and she just yells at him, "Oh, you can't get away from him," or something like that, or you can't run from him. Kind of gave me the chills a little bit.
I'm super stoked for Hayden Christensen to be back, and I'm wondering if they're going to do more like scenes of him as flashbacks to like the Clone Wars show instead of it being him like with his suit off and looking like he was in the air fryer for too long.
Right.
So, but because I guess he had watched all of those series, like the Clone Wars and Rebels, to see all the stuff that happened with Anakin that he didn't play as. So that's going to be kind of cool to see where he takes that.
Visually, very appealing as well.
Of
from the
course.
trailer.
yeah, no.
It's
It
so good.
it really pulled me in and made me want to watch it. Like I said, it's one of those things that the Boba Fett series, like as much as I love the character, everything I've seen of it, heard of it, doesn't really draw me in, doesn't make me want to watch it. This has me on the opposite side of it, where I feel more along the same lines of the Mandalorian, where like it drew me to it. It made me want to take the time and spend that time to watch the episodes. So we'll see. Hopefully it pans out, and hopefully it's a really good show. Because from what we've seen so far, I think it's going to be that.
I know in the trailer too, it mentions that it's only a 6-part event. But even Ewan McGregor was like, I'd love to play Obi-Wan more, like movies or whatever. So I think that'd be really cool. Even Liam Neeson was like, I'd love to come back as Qui-Gon Jinn, but I would only do it in movie form and not TV form.
Right.
So I think that would be dope. 100%.
For sure.
I kind of would like the idea too of like, I'm gonna go off Star Wars real quick, but like the idea of seeing some characters before we saw them for the first time. So like in the idea of going off from Star Wars, the Pirates of the Caribbean, I watched those the other day. I think it'd be cool to see like a Davy Jones series telling about like how he became where he with the Flying Dutchman. So sort of like, let's see Qui-Gon Jinn become the Jedi that he was.
That'd be cool.
But,
I welcome that kind of idea, and I think that Disney has so many opportunities to do stuff like that, and especially those of us that have been fans of those series for a while now, to like open it back up and like you said with Pirates of the Caribbean, with Qui-Gon, like bring those characters into a new era, especially for like our kids who have not
right, because
really.
I feel like a lot of the stuff is just going to be you have to go further back in Star Wars lore to tell stories about things that happen. Because now it's just like, yeah, there's no Darksider. It's just Rey's running around with her staff somewhere.
Well,
I think
and
they should have an extended cut of what happened at the Academy with the younglings.
The extended cut is they all got
they just die in
the extended
slow-mo or what? Like I don't really.
Should be in there.
Master Skywalker, what are we going to do?
Why did you do that to me?
Well, I would love it if like they made it seem. I don't know much about Qui-Gon's background, but I think it'd be kind of cool if it was like he got trained by somebody from the dark side type of thing to try to like, because of course when Count Dooku's like, well, Qui-Gon Jinn learned from me, like he was on my side, and Obi-Wan is like, nah, no, he wasn't. I would love to see those interactions in a younger version, and
seems like there's far less of that, like going from dark side to light side than there are of the inverse.
Right.
Yeah.
Seems like most of them start on the light side and then going towards the dark side. So it'd be cool to see a character with the opposite story arc.
Right.
Yeah, I think they should have some more
Red.
Right.
some more Sith storylines in there as a miniseries, you know,
and
taking on an apprentice and all the stuff that goes on in the background, and like back to Darth Plagueis. When Sidious was under him.
I'm not sure if you guys ever, there's like I don't know if it's Reddit, hard for me to make words right now. But there's like a theory or whatever that when Sidious kills him, it was very close to Anakin being recruited by him in current time.
Gotcha.
And so that would be kind of interesting to see. Absolutely, I think they should go further back and just tell more about different light and dark Jedi. It doesn't have to be a family specific Jedi story as far as
make
like
it unknown. Like I'm fine with that too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'd even like to see like a General Grievous story. It doesn't have to be. You know,
what is with you in General Grievous?
Like,
you want to know
I'm
what
a
he was?
fan. I'm a
like
fan.
I said, man. Like with all of these Star Wars characters, like I don't know, like infinitely drawn to the Sith or dark side characters. Like they're just so well drawn out, and like I don't know. I just want to see.
There's a lot more on like with each character than they even give.
I want to know more.
But he's not a Sith. I mean, I get he's on the dark side, but he's just like
he's a robot that was trained in
lungs.
the dark arts. Like I mean, I want to see more about that. Like I want to know how that came to be, how he was maybe produced, and then how he
see when two robots really love each other, Mark.
No,
Beep, boop,
the
boop,
ones
beep,
and
boop, boop.
O's, and then they kind of go. I mean, we won't get into it, but I mean,
Yeah.
we know.
The O's
we
go
know.
in the ones.
Yes,
It's really actually really tricky.
Yeah. It is. It is.
You know what I missed? The soundboards.
Yes, that's what I'm here for.
We know. We know. No, it's I would really love to see some of those dark side characters fleshed out a little bit more. Darth Maul, Darth Sidious.
Absolutely.
Well, they've
Kylo
kind of done
even.
the Darth Maul in the animated shows and stuff like that. So like you can't really
I don't fucking care. Do
too
more.
much further for him.
Do live action.
He's in the Solo movie.
Yeah,
Like 15 seconds.
but more. I
So
want
I was
more.
talking about this to some guy today about like it. I don't know how they can bring Darth Maul into a live action without like retelling something they've already told on the animated show, or like disregard something and make it just so that they can put him in a live action show. You know what I mean? So because like Darth Maul doesn't find Obi-Wan Kenobi for a very long time. And so that's why he probably won't be in the show, because in Rebels he's trying to find him, doesn't find him. Last time he's fought him was like before Order 66.
Okay, so it'll be like a massive game of hide and seek, and Darth Maul is losing very poorly.
Marco.
So, I'm fine with it. I'm
Hello
fine with it.
there.
I like it.
Hello there.
Yeah. I mean, just a feeling. It just feels like it could be some good stuff in space.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
just brought up
Segue.
a feeling, segued right into it. We've all taken a listen to this new single come out. Happens to be by this band, and Just a Feeling.
Based out of Pueblo, Colorado.
That's right. Headlined by one Adrian Hernandez. Their single just dropped on basically all formats, all major platforms.
It is called Space. It's a very catchy tune. Definitely check it out. I'm sure Anthony can provide a link in this somewhere. I'm playing it right now. Maybe you're hearing it, maybe not. I'm not very good with computers. I'm an idiot. So, who knows? But he'll probably put a link in somewhere. Definitely check it out and give it a listen.
I'll drop a link in the description here, and you guys check it out. Let us know what you think. Give
Hell
some
yeah.
give a shout out, band. Congrats on the first single. We'll have to get them on the show.
On the show. Like baseball? Yeah. And you're out. All right.
Copyright by Sony.
scored a field
They're
goal.
copywriting us.
I done
We've been
scored a
stricken.
goal unit basket.
And for real though,
I have a
give it a
question.
listen.
I know Anthony asked the question at the beginning, and we're kind of segue to get this, but definitely listen to that song. When you guys have dirty dishes, and the dishwasher is clean, but you can fit more dishes in there, do you just fill it up again and rerun it?
No, I empty that shit and then
Agreed. I do the same thing.
Nah, fuck that. I
I'll take my
rerun that shit.
Trevor's like,
Get it
no,
double clean."
throw some more stuff in there.
I did the other day. I was like, man, I need to empty this.
The only time
Or
I
refill
ever,
it.
the only time,
wow.
the only time I ever
Threw,
do that
with
is
soap in there, and
as if like a bowl doesn't come clean or something, I'll throw it back in there or whatever. But it's yeah, I empty it.
nah. Worst case scenario, I'm just gonna take the dishes out of there to use
Worst
later
case
on.
scenario, you just have no dishes to use.
No, see, you're not listening to what I'm saying, sir. I will have the dishes later because they have been cleaned twice now, and then I can eat through them, from them, on them, in them, and then I'll put them back in the
I
dishwasher.
will not eat them, Sam. I am. I will not eat them in the
I
dishwasher.
will eat green eggs in him. I love
I'll eat them anywhere. I love them. What have you guys been up to in this last month? We haven't talked on here in
Oh, man,
forever.
I
Anthony was
finally-
in Brazil for what seemed like 16 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it was a long time. It was a long time, and it's a rainy season.
16 years in Brazil is like what in America?
4 days.
That's like 24 weeks.
Hours.
Something like
4
that.
weeks. I don't
they're
like this.
basically calling me
The
Pablo
math,
Escobar.
dude. Don't
I
worry.
don't like
about it.
this exchange of time minutes that you're making.
Who's an
No,
eternity?
I don't know the conversion. It's like it's metric to imperial. Like I don't know the conversion.
Like the
ratio.
Imperial March.
It's
Yes.
a clock.
I was walking through Target today and I got a phone call and I forgot my phone was loud and it was just blaring the Imperial March as I'm walking down the aisle. Felt super important. All the eyes.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
You know, legs straight, not bending the knees.
No, I'm not
like the
German.
Nutcracker.
I was gonna say, what is this? The Reich? Jesus.
Nah, dog.
No,
Mhm.
not haven't been much. We finally have some decent weather up here.
Yeah, it's
Flooding is
60
still kind of a
degrees today.
problem.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I got out and we're not gonna have Christmas in July. Took the lights down.
Damn.
Ah.
I got up to 92 down here today, so and I'm in long sleeves. So that was dope.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Just so
it's
good.
60 degrees here today,
So
and
good.
everybody's wearing shorts and t-shirts. It
Oh yeah, I was
beautiful.
out. I told Beth today, I'm like, I'm wearing shorts from tomorrow on. That's it.
It was funny. I
Unless I go
picked
to work.
picked
I only
the
wear
son up
pants
from
for work.
school, and
I
the
gotta wear jeans at
teachers,
work.
everybody's running out of the school today, and teachers are like, "Bring your spring coats tomorrow. Bring your spring coats."
Are all the teachers like 78-year-old white women or what?
Yeah, like what
I
Where's
is
the
mean,
this?
spring
she's like
coats?
30, but whatever. Might as well be.
She's like 30, but yes, 78.
Yes.
Sounds
It's a Catholic
Valuable.
school. Of course, she's
my bad.
70. Yeah. Yeah. You did it wrong. Just,
sorry, Pope Francis.
wow.
Oh, jeez.
Pope
have
Francis
a-
did not have a
I have another
ponytail, thank you.
random question theory
That was
for you guys.
Francesca.
What if Helen Keller and Amelia Earhart are the same person? You guys both turned your head at the same time in the same direction. Thought. It's a real thought.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think I'm biting on that one.
Nah, I don't think so either.
No?
No,
I'm just like,
I just don't see it.
feel like could be it.
I don't even look the
Same.
I
same.
don't know. I don't know ages for them to tell like
It's like,
when one
not
hide
canon.
and seek,
Not
and
canon.
when the other one doesn't know how to see and hear. So I don't know, but I kind of think Helen Keller was a fraud. Went on to write books, give speeches. I think she's full of shit. I'm just saying. That's a thought.
What was that movie with Leo DiCaprio where he was playing as like Catch Me If You
When's
Can?
eating Gilmore Grape?
No, goddamn
Catch
it.
me if you can.
Catch Me If You Can, where he's like just being different people.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
You-
Dude, I love that movie, by the way. Catch me if you
Sorry.
can.
It's so good. It's so good. But
Mark's
such a
like,
great
no,
movie.
fuck you.
like
That
no,
motherfucker writes a check that says Barry Allen on it, and the people in FBI are like, "Oh, comic book character?
Yeah.
Nah, real name."
no. This is good. Typical white name.
Let me steal a ketchup label.
God damn, that movie's so good. I'm gonna
It
watch
is
that.
really
It
good.
is a great movie. I've watched that a few times already.
It's so good.
I forget that you only watch older movies, so I'm sure you watched it recently.
Dude, I enjoy old movies.
Yesterday, actually.
Have you guys seen any other new movies?
Yeah, just saw Rocky 7 yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, that's called Creed 2.
wow. Long title.
It was actually Creed 2 is really good.
What movie?
Super dope.
No, we watched. We just finished going through all the Harry Potter movies with girls.
I knew it was gonna be. I was gonna say Harry Potter. And I was like, "There's no fucking way he's gonna say Harry Potter."
Yep,
Had you never watched all of them
They did it.
before?
they haven't.
The kids?
Yep.
They weren't even born yet. I understand that part, but
No,
like
so we went through. We watched them all, and then we started the Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic
series.
Beasts.
We're on
So
the second
what
movie
did
of that
they
one.
think of the tale of the heroic Neville Longbottom, as he is the main protagonist in the series, as you find out in the 7th movie of the saga.
8th movie.
8th.
Yeah. Well, he's yeah. He was what one
Sorry.
of, he was the other one that was born on that day, right?
Well, they're all in the same grade, so that probably was close to not necessarily the same day.
Well, for the
and also,
prophecy,
it's not about him being born. It was his mom saved him with love. Spoiler alert. That gave him that saving grace and that scar.
No.
Did you even watch the movies?
yes, I wasn't talking about
think you
Harry
did.
though.
You just said he was
Talking
also
about
born
Neville.
on that same day.
Neville,
I understand, but who was he born on the same day with?
Harry.
That's my fucking point. I just said they weren't. What? Yep. Think about it. Think about it.
They're
Both their parents
twins.
were killed.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yes, but at different times.
Different times.
I didn't hear what Mark said.
I said
Those
they
are
were
you.
twins.
Yeah, you're just angry.
His
Yeah.
parents
You be
are the
quiet
same
down there.
parents.
Yeah. Mhm.
Fan
I
fiction.
love the idea that it's like a story about a boy missing his family and never really knowing his parents, and then progressively over time being like, yeah, your dad was kind of an asshole, by the way, and your mom was actually in love with somebody else, but your dad was an asshole, and then Snape never had a chance, and then really Snape's protecting you, and Snape's your daddy, and so
I mean,
you better
it's kinda
name
sad.
you better name your son after him. Fuck your dad, bro.
Whoa.
It's
Severus.
funny. It's
He's
funny
also
because
your
at the end
dad.
of considering the date today, we got to the end of the movies, and Brindley turns to me and goes, "You know what? This is basically Star Wars with wands."
No, she didn't. I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
she dead ass, man. She looked at me and said, "This is basically Star Wars with wands."
There's a video that
I sat
saw,
there and I didn't
like,
even have anything to
2
rebuttal
weeks
with. I'm
ago.
like, "You're not wrong."
I'll have to find the video to send it to you guys later, but there's a video where this guy's like, J.K. Rowling isn't anything creative. It's basically Star Wars with wands. Mentions like the lovable side character, and then like, oh, the girl that should be with the main guy but isn't, and he's with the other scruffy looking one.
Yep.
And then
The
an
only-
old man comes
the-
and picks him up and says, "Hey, you got this special ability. Come on over here." And then yep.
The only
Yeah.
problem in Star Wars is that it ends up being incest if they're together. But yeah,
So
Yeah.
speaking of that, let's think about this for a minute.
I
Wait a
mean,
second.
not if
Hold on.
you're in the
Where are we going? Where are we
but
going here?
Hold on.
Then it's
So-
legal and it's applauded. So what?
So I don't knit or anything, but so Palpatine made Anakin.
With his seed?
Palpatine is the
Or-
grandfather of
Yes.
Rey. So down the line, Anakin has some kids who then have some kids. Kylo then makes out with his family member.
Nah.
Real talk.
Got a
Happened.
point.
Whatever.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
I get where you're coming
I'm
from.
just
I
saying
just
it
don't.
happened.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, there's a difference because
I told you he done it.
because Rey is actually blood made from blood, whereas Anakin is made from the Force. So I mean,
The seed.
it is some sort of seed.
Sidious seed.
Palpatine was that guy that works at the sperm bank, and he's just
Bloop.
putting
Oh, look
his
at that.
sperm in all of them instead.
You made it, little buddy.
I told you, man. He's just.
And you get some sperm, and you get some.
He's like Oprah over here.
He wasn't
And
no
that's
stormtrooper.
why
He hit everything.
Stormtrooper shot blanks because he ran out of his juice.
It was a hard night.
Why do you think he looks the way he does now? They sucked him dry, man.
You get all wrinkly when you kind of just pull on it that much.
Why he shoots lightning out of his fingertips because he can't shoot it from anywhere else.
I don't know if I want that ability coming out of anywhere else. Just walking around just.
That would be fucking great. Shooting lightning out of your dick. Could you imagine? You're driving down the road and somebody cuts you off. Hey, man.
You could just like stand up, take a whip seatbelt off, just. Sit back down, buckle up, and take off.
Okay then.
I'm sorry.
How did we get here?
Oh my God.
I don't
How
know.
did we get here?
It's been a long month, okay?
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next
Oh,
topic.
Was this a spelling bee? Use it in a sentence.
Seatbelt.
Lightning
lightning.
jizz. Thick lightning.
God damn.
Oh man.
Good times. It has been a long
You
month.
guys. Yes, it has. Have you guys watched the Thor
this
trailer?
is quickly transforming into
The what?
another After Dark episode.
It started from the beginning. We didn't even greet ourselves at the beginning. By the way, this is Jeffrey, Anthony, and Mark. Thanks for joining us. I asked if you guys watched the Thor trailer yet,
No.
since that movie comes out in like
Okay, hold on.
not
Yes.
too long from now.
He doesn't.
Is it up
know.
on your ceiling or something?
I had to think about it because I remember when it came out. But
Yes, I saw that one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna sound really mean, and I don't mean it in a mean way. But sometimes, Anthony, when you don't have your glasses on and you're like looking around trying to figure out what you're gonna say or what you're thinking about, you look blind, like straight, like real blind. Real talk. Yeah, like right now. I'm only saying that too because it looks like you missed some spots on your face when you went shaving.
Let's go, Bobby.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
You're welcome. The whole show like this. All right, folks. Gives me a headache though.
You're gonna say like that? You close one eye to fix it. You look like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 3 when they light off that fuse in his brain.
Oh my god. No, that was the chick though, wasn't it? That was the chick. She's trying to
happens
save her.
to
She's
him.
like, "Oh my god, it's so loud!" And then just
Well, it happens to him too-ish. And not really like that, but yes. Carrie Russell is the actress's name.
whatever her name is. She didn't last long.
I just told you. It's not whatever. It's what I told you.
Whatever.
What?
You guys been watching Moon Knight?
I think
I've watched.
seen-
I need to catch up. I haven't seen the finale or the last probably 3 episodes now.
Well, fuck, bro. There's only 6.
Yeah.
I think I'm through 4 or 5.
It's the fact that Anthony said I haven't yet. I haven't watched the finale or
I think
5
I don't remember if I've watched 3 or 4
or
episodes.
4. I'm still on Loki.
I've only seen 1.
That was an
Know
amazing
who-
show.
I know who Moon Knight
I
is.
rewatched the ending of Loki yesterday, actually,
I don't
Amazing.
because
I
of-
love that one.
because of Doctor Strange. Because Kevin Feige was in an interview at the premiere the other day and said that He Who Remains and what Sylvie did at the end of Loki is what caused like Doctor Strange's issues right now, Spider-Man's issues, some other issues in the MCU, and
Well,
I'm pretty
it-
stoked.
Isn't it what is the bad guy's name in that?
Kong the Conqueror?
Yeah. Isn't it because of the one that pops up? The
That's what I
one
just said.
You're right. So yeah, I thought that was
Some people didn't know or were like speculating, like, no, that's not all happening at the same time, since time is whatever.
right, relative.
But he was like, no, yeah, it's because of Sylvie stabbing, spoiler, He Who Remains, and then opening up for the other variants to then
Run
come in.
Wild.
So like what I like about that too, I know this is meant to be a Star Wars talking thing, but whatever. They changed the release dates for Ant-Man and Captain Marvel or Marvels. They switched them. So Ant-Man is coming out next year. Next year, and Marvels is coming out. Like literally, they changed dates. So I think Kong the Conqueror is going to be very much in the new Ant-Man movie, and I can't fucking wait at
Nice.
all.
I like the guy who they used as the actor, and I thought he
Yeah.
played the part fantastically, and I can't wait to see him more.
So I agree to that 1,000%. What I am wondering though is if, since that was a variant version of him, if the other ones, if he's gonna play multiples,
Right.
or if it's going to be one main one that's going to be the worst of them all,
Right.
and be like kind of the opposite as far as that. And I kind of hope so, but also not, because like he was the best part of that final episode, and then it made you wish that he was in the rest of the show.
Right. He like I said, like he played it so well, and it was one of those that was like, I hated him, I loved him, I wanted to see more of him, yet I want him to go the fuck away. Like he just like that character in general, like the way that he just man, it was so good. So good. I can't wait. I can't wait to see more of him, and hope that they don't, as much as I could see them going the way of like some of the, like for example Spider-Man, where they use the different Spider-Mans. I hope that they go more along the lines of what they've done with Doctor Strange, where they use like the one guy and it's the same person. Because I mean, it could go either or, I guess, or I don't know how they're really doing that whole multiverse stuff.
They need to incorporate something like Highlander type rules. There can only be one.
Well,
or,
and
like
and
that
there's
Jet Li movie,
that's what he did though, and that's what he talked about, what he did in Loki.
Right. Right.
Because eventually it turned into like, yeah, they worked together to better each other's worlds and universes, and then eventually they were like, well, actually, I'm gonna start killing you guys off so that I'm around.
Yep.
Yeah, and then use your knowledge and to make our lives better here. But then them wanting to be the one true whatever, he who remains. But I like, Mark, are you saying like you want them to use the same actor or the same?
Yeah,
it is the same actor. It is him.
Okay.
But what I was saying is that like his personality, it's like the way he interacted with
that
Loki's
particular character, as opposed to a variant,
ruthless, like just
yeah.
Because that was fun, and I think I'm wondering if that's what it is, because he was like, if you think I'm evil, like wait till you see the rest of me. So I'm wondering if they're all gonna be like multiple personalities, basically, like a Moon Knight type of thing. Oh shit, almost talked over that. I kind of hope not, but I understand if they do it.
Right. No, there's so many opportunities for that, and I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do, but seeing him in that final episode, I don't know, Loki in general, and like I had talked before, like it as its own entity, as well as opening up the multiverse in general. Like I loved it by itself, as well as what it did for the entire MCU. So it's that still is one of my top MCU entities.
Absolutely, 100% agree. I'm loving everything that they've done with the series
expansion of the universe.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of tying everything together, but also making the storylines enough to keep you involved. You know, there's a lot of times, like for instance, Book of Boba Fett. There's just some series in there that kind of fall flat, and I don't think the MCU's has had any of those. Moon Knight was a little slow to start, but I got into it. You know, halfway through the second episode, it was pretty, you know.
Is that where you stopped?
Entertaining. No.
No,
Otherwise, I mean, it's kind of nonstop from there.
No, it's been good, and the more
the cool thing. Sorry, Mark. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Mark.
The more I've seen of Moon Knight too, like I didn't know much about his character coming into it, but the more I see of it, like I'm like, man, you know, like is he coherent at this time? Is he sleeping? Is it like, where is he at in his mental? And like the more I watch of it, I'm like, man, I should go back and rewatch that and see like where it flips. Like I don't know, I just really like what they've done with the show so far.
I rewatched episode 4 and episode 5 twice.
Okay.
Episode 5 like really pulls on some strings, as far as like me personally myself, it pulled on some strings. But I think it was just very, you get invested in them as individuals more in that episode. But what I liked about Moon Knight is that it doesn't relate. Like it doesn't be like, oh yep, that's when Iron Man was happening, or that's when Thor was happening, or
Right.
Captain America. It's its own thing 100%. A lot of people I saw that were like commenting on like social media were mentioning like, oh, I want more Moon Knight and less of the personalities. And I was like, bro, just let's enjoy the start of a character, because clearly, like this wasn't the first time he became Moon Knight. You see that in the episodes, so like when he gets it, but
Right.
still, they have to be able to cater to both sides of it, and that's what I think they do. They try to do the best they can as far as catering to people that don't know the source material, but also catering to the people who do know the source material. And then usually it's the people that know the source material that get more butthurt about things right away.
It was enough of an origin story that it didn't need the full backlog history. I think they did a decent job. Like you were saying.
Wait till you get to episode 5, and there's quite a bit of backlog.
There is.
And it's kind of a heavy episode.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Mark, you haven't watched the finale yet, you said?
No, not yet.
The finale is
That's all
good.
that dropped on
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I watched it this morning at like 5:30 in the morning, so I'm probably gonna have to rewatch it because I wasn't fully aware. But it was a very good episode. There is a credit scene in that episode, so be sure to stick around for that. But it was Anthony 100%. Episode 5 really it's probably the heaviest of the whole show. And I think it's just good. I think it's very well done. And Oscar Isaacs, amazing actor, been doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah, I have a hard time.
Actor in general.
I have a hard time even kind of thinking of another character or actor that would have filled that position successfully.
Right.
Like I can't think of anything right off the top of my head.
Yeah. Did you guys see? I know we're talking about people that fit things perfectly. Did you guys see that the director from Fantastic Four dropped because he wants to take a break from blockbuster movies because he's feeling overwhelmed? Not necessarily overwhelmed, but like success fever-ish, I guess you could say, Mark. Like, he's like, I want to take a break because this is a lot and stuff like that. And so now there's a big rumor that John Krasinski is up to direct and act in Fantastic Four, which, fuck yes, like, absolutely for it. I don't necessarily think that his wife, his real life wife, needs to play his Fantastic Four wife, but I think he would make a great Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic. So
I would love to see him in any Marvel movie, to be honest. I think John Krasinski would make a great addition.
Well,
Yeah.
and they had him in, what was it? Was it Doctor Strange? What was the one? Spider-Man. They had him as Reed Richards in one of them. I thought it was like a very quick something or other. I don't know.
like in the Tom Holland Spider-Man, because no,
I'm pretty sure something.
100% no.
Maybe I'm completely off.
Yeah, it might have been a dream, or you were on high off peyote, but yeah, no. He auditioned for Captain America.
That was the other Mike that went to the Bengals.
No. Marvel's Mr. Fantastic just leaked on camera, and it's a massive spoiler. I don't know. There's a picture of him.
I know
he's
trying to steer
made-
clear of spoilers for Doctor
scene.
Strange, so if you can say anything about Doctor Strange, don't say it.
Nope.
No, well,
Not doing
maybe it is. I don't know,
Thought
but
about going to the movie
there's
this weekend too.
there's supposed to be something to do with, and I just seen it on Twitter. It was him wearing maybe it was just photoshopped. I don't know.
That's the article that I saw that said he was going to direct and star in it.
There was that, but there was also something to do with one of the other MCU movies, and it was, I don't think I had seen it, so it couldn't have been the Spider-Man, but there was something to do with Krasinski in Fantastic Four garb, and he's supposedly Reed Richards. So I don't know if it's
There's been a
actually
there's been a lot of
canon yet.
leaks for Doctor Strange.
Right.
I've been trying to avoid a lot of that.
Well, and that
'Cause,
might
like,
be
even
what it
Kevin,
is.
right? Even Kevin Feige was like, I don't like how much was given away in trailers
Right.
for Doctor Strange. I'm not sure how much you guys have seen
Well,
for the trailers for Doctor
no,
Strange.
I haven't seen a lot, and that kind of goes back to one of the things we touched on in previous episode was like how much do we want to actually see in some of these trailers? Like, to me,
Right.
I'd rather almost go in blind or just have what we had discussed before, like a teaser, like just
Yep.
Right.
nothing actually from the movie itself. Just do like a hype video. Like, okay, this is Doctor Strange, and this is like he's doing like fucking something with the world, and like stuff is changing. You know what I mean? Like, just do like a hype
I know
video.
that spell.
Like, do that. Like, just do that, and that's all you really need. Like, people that want to go watch it are gonna go watch it. You don't need to
Right.
spoil a bunch of the story arcs and stuff like that, or characters or what have you.
Anything, yeah.
Just
A movie coming out doesn't need 6 fucking trailers.
no,
Let's just put it that
especially
way.
I
something
think
this big.
Marvel movies don't need that many trailers. They could
No.
probably get away with having 2.
You got a
And
teaser and then your full trailer. That's it.
And
I
there
would
should
say
be very limited.
maybe like a half a trailer, but
Yeah.
like there's other movies that aren't that I won't say that important, but like that expected that can get away with having more trailers. There are some movies too that like aren't tied to like the MCU or comic books or like Star Wars or Game of Thrones or anything like that you could like. There's a new trailer that came out for Don't Worry Darling or something like that, which is an Olivia Wilde movie that comes out in September, which looks super fucking dope. But I feel like if that movie got another trailer, it gives away what's like the thrill and the suspense of what is this movie about. And I think Marvel should do one trailer and then that's it.
Yeah. See it if you want to see
Because
it. Don't see it
you're
if you
gonna
don't
go
want
see
to.
it. Like you want to see it.
Right. Well, and they've got so much hype behind them at this point anyway. They don't need to add more. Like, don't give away more than you need to. Let people find
Right.
out when they're watching it. Like, if leaks
And
happen, it's gonna happen.
Sure.
I mean, it sucks,
Right.
but don't give it out in the trailer. Like, I don't
Right.
want to see that character. I don't want to see that until I'm watching it.
And I know we're getting close to wrapping it up here, but I feel like I know that there's people that will use a trailer for content, like
Right.
kind of like what we're doing,
Right.
and theorize and make these other suggestions and all these other things. But you could still do that without giving away
Absolutely.
the whole thing, because there are some like YouTube channels or podcast groups that give theories and they have like insider information and play it off like, I don't know if this is real, but it might be. And then it gets, oh, well, I guess we were right. Like, cool. You're trying to get viewership. I understand that. Good for you. But also, like, yeah, let's let it be unknown. Like I would even be fine with not a lot of trailers for the new Top Gun movie that comes out later this month. Like,
I'm so pumped for that movie too.
I'm excited for that. I was excited for that when they dropped the trailer 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
So-
Yep.
Well, yeah, anything that's like fairly well known, like even a remake or something that's like touching on nostalgia in general, like the stuff that's gonna be known to people, you don't have to do that kind of stuff. Like if it's a brand new IP and you're trying to get people into it, you're trying to like bring people into that universe, I can understand like going a little more into detail to try and get people involved in it. But if it's stuff like MCU, if it's stuff like Top Gun, if it's stuff that you're like doing like that, like you don't have to do that kind of stuff. Like just give the bare minimum and let people either, like you said, theorize on it or find out when they go to watch it.
I'll give you this one movie that you guys should check out, and I might have you watch it after we are done filming. But it's a movie called Men, and it is a very like, what the fuck is this? And it looks amazing, and I don't know what it's about, and that's what's so cool about it. But I think it's going to be super good. The guy that made it also made, I'm not sure, I don't know if Anthony saw it, but Mark, I'm wondering if you saw it, and it was with Oscar Isaac as well. It's called Ex Machina, where the guy, he makes AI. And well, never mind. You
Yep.
guys should check that out. But yeah, well, you guys you're gonna have to watch that trailer, because I think it's gonna be dope. As we're wrapping up this episode, I'm gonna play this song again a little bit while we're getting out of here, guys. Again, you can pause that. So, Jeffrey, Anthony, and Mark, we appreciate you guys coming by. Hopefully, you had a good month without us. I'm sure you did. All three of you that watch us. It's the three of us right here that watch it.
We back, bitches.
Yeah, you know what? We are back. It's going to be great. Got plenty of things to go around for season 2 of the G.A.M.R podcast. It's not what it's called. It's just called episode 16, 15, wherever we're at now. So, you guys...
The dark episode 69.
Enjoy your Star Wars weekend. Hopefully that's when we post this on the internet, and that it's during the same time frame. Otherwise, thanks for coming in. Again, Jeffrey, Anthony, and Mark. Have a good night, guys.